And he is a big, strong, athletic kid, and I think the more they can get it into him and feed off of that, the better they're going to be tonight.
Wow, I wonder what he's like at tight end. What a strong young man that is. Here comes Jack Zimmer again, shots away, going to be blocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Blue Jays as both Zimmer and Laramie Smith hit their backside. Everybody comes up okay. It'll be Kenmare Honker basketball with 6:36 remaining. And it is going to be Hanlon with the basketball for the Honkers, giving it up to Ankenbauer. Ankenbauer with a jump shot over the hands of Jack Heaney. Comes up a little bit short. Here come the Blue Jays as Hetzel comes into the front court. Goes inside to Barstead, gets position off the glass left side.
Nice good by Barstead.
Nice move by Tristan Barstead, the 6'4" sophomore, puts it down for his first 2 points. It's a 2-point lead for the Blue Jays. Here's Zimmer giving it up to Derek Hanlon. Hanlon with the basketball. Now goes inside to Bartlett. Pass down low through the hands of Andrew King and out of bounds. It's another turnover. Second turnover here in the game. Just under 6 minutes to play for the Kenmare Honkers. And it's the Stanley Blue Jays bringing the ball in the front court with a 2-point lead, 4-2. Left side they go to Tristan Johnson. Johnson now out on top to Barstead. Barstead with the basketball, guarded there by Ankenbauer, and Johnson with the cut. Barstead finds and puts it down for 2. 6-2 game, the Blue Jays out on top by 4. Jack Zimmer comes into the front court. The only bucket for the Honkers from Jack Zimmer here tonight. Tough defense here played by the Stanley Blue Jays as they jump switch. Now here's Ankenbauer at the right elbow. Goes to the baseline, fakes, puts up the shot off the glass. Good. Boy, that's a nice move by Tommy Ankenbauer. And with that, we have a quick timeout called by head coach Casey Kaiser. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. 5:20 remaining in the first. In the first, it's a 6-4 game. The Blue Jays over the Honkers. Back after this 30-second timeout.
The Country Store in Powers Lake has pretty much everything. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. See Jarrett and Brenda and the staff for men's, women's, and children's clothing, FR clothing, hardware, giftware, and now the Country Store is even offering embroidery and screen printing. The Country Store, in business for 45 years, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake. The Country Store, proud sponsors of high school sports on KTGO. Remember, if the Country Store doesn't have it, you probably don't need it.
Out of the timeout, this segment brought to you by Optometry Clinic PC. Dr. Tisha Gustafson, located at 102 South Main Street in Stanley. Seeing patients now in Kenmare as well, so stop by and get your appointment with Dr. Tisha Gustafson at 701-628-3232. Blue Jays with the basketball. They get it inbounded to Tristan Johnson. Now here is Smith over to Barstead. Barstead gives it up to Hetzel. Out on top to Heaney around the horn. Johnson pulls the trigger from 3. No good. It looked like Zimmer got away with a push, but no call there. And the Honkers come into the front court. Here is Tommy Ankenbauer. Over to Zimmer. Zimmer with it, now in trouble. Left all alone. Got to find somebody. Finds Ankenbauer. Ankenbauer with it. Goes up from the paint. Puts up the shot. No good. Livingston into the game for the Honkers as Hanlon puts it up for 3. And Derek Hanlon with the 3-point bucket. And it's a 1-point lead for the Kenmare Honkers. Here's Heaney going to the basket hard. No foul called. And it's all clean as Heaney hits the deck. The Honkers come away with the rebound. Here is Ankenbauer. Zimmer pulls the trigger from 3. That's no good. Nobody fouled the shot. And here comes Tristan Johnson putting it up off the glass. No good. Livingston clears the boards for the Kenmare Honkers. So they come in with a few more big bodies with Jacob Livingston. Livingston is a 6-foot sophomore. And now here's Livingston with the basketball. He's going to be having the ball go off the hands of Jackson Heaney because we have a line change for the Stanley Blue Jays. Carter Rudin, Cal Sorensen, and Tucker Gorder coming in, replacing Johnson, Heaney, and Laramie Smith. As well as Hunter Hanlon, I believe, came in for the Kenmare Honkers. Zimmer looks out on front to Hunter Hanlon. The southpaw goes right, now picks up his dribble, goes inside to Zimmer. Zimmer guarded there by Sorensen, kicks it out. Here's Ankenbauer for 3. And the nice touch from Ankenbauer puts it down for three. It's a 10-6 game. The Honkers out on top as the ball lands in the hands of Barsted. Down low to Rudin. Rudin kicks it back to Barsted. He pulls the trigger from three. That's short. And the rebound taken away by Peyton Hellwig into the game for Casey Kaiser and the Kenmare Honkers.
I think that's the first possession where I don't think Stanley got a very good shot.
Right.
Every time they've had a good look at it, they haven't made them all, but that one was maybe rushed a little bit.
Turnover by the Kenmare Honkers as they get whistled for the travel call. So with 3:20 remaining in the first quarter, it is the Blue Jays basketball. Hetzel comes into the front court for the Blue Jays, picked up there by Hunter Hadlin. Goes left side, now out on top to Tristan Barsted, around the horn to Hetzel again. Hetzel from just inside the three-point line puts up the shot, no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds, last touch by the Blue Jays. It will go back over. Nice play defensively by Jacob Livingston on keeping that ball from coming back into play. And the ball goes over to the Kenmare Honkers. Here's Jack Zimmer. Guarded there by Cal Sorensen. A little bit of hand checking, no call. And now Livingston has the basketball, almost stolen away by Sorensen. Step back free for Zimmer. Good.
Wow, tough shot. Guy right in his face, and he nails it. That was a big one.
And with that, head coach Casey Kaiser calls another timeout. 2:47 remaining. It's the Honkers 13, the Blue Jays 6. Back after this 30-second timeout.
Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake is a locally owned, full-service community bank that offers a wide range of consumer and commercial banking services. Liberty State Bank provides efficient and effective advice that will help their customers grow and succeed. Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake was established to serve the varied needs of individuals and organizations in the community. Liberty State Bank, serving Powers Lake and Burke County since 1952. 111 Main Street in Powers Lake, an honored supporter of KTGO High School Sports.
Out of the timeout, this segment brought to you by Brevera Bank, proud supporter of Stanley Community and Blue Jay Athletics, helping you, our customer, forge new paths to achieve your financial goals. Over there at Brevera Bank, your market area president, Heath Hetzel, also the girls' Stanley basketball head coach. Stanley with the basketball, now gives it up to Tucker Gorder. Gorder with it from the free throw line. That shot's way short.
A lot of contact on that one.
Sorensen puts up the bucket. Sorensen working his butt off, and he gets the bucket to go off right glass. Cuts the lead down to 5 at 13-8.
That's what Stanley's going to expect out of Sorensen. He's not a run your offense through him guy, but he's going to get offensive rebounds and hopefully some putbacks for him.
Here is Zimmer going back door. Nice feed to Jacob Livingston. Zimmer with the assist. Livingston with the bucket. And it's back up to a 7-point lead, 15-8. And now we're going to have a foul called against Kenmare's number 2, Hunter Handlin. That's his first personal, as Jackson Heenick and Laramie Smith checking in for Carter Rudin and Tristan Johnson.
That's his first personal.
Really unselfish play there by Zimmer. Draws a double team. Could have maybe got up with the shot, but dumps it off his teammate for the easy one.
Here's Hetzel for 3. That's no good. As Zimmer goes high for the rebound. Clears the boards, comes into the front court, picked up there by Sorensen as he crosses the midcourt stripe. Zimmer goes out on top to Ankenbauer. Now inside to Hellwig. Hellwig's turnaround shot from the paint. Count the basket and the harm. Peyton Hellwig puts it down for 2. And that foul is called against the Stanley Blue Jays, number 10. That is Tucker Gorder with the foul, his first personal, first team foul, and Peyton Hellwig tries to dot the I in the three-point play as Tommy Ankenbauer comes out of the game. Derek Hanlon checks in for him to give him a few seconds of breather here as Hellwig shoots the free throw. That free throw's off the back iron, no good. Sorensen comes up with the rebound for the Blue Jays, gives it up to Johnson. Johnson on the right wing now goes over to Sorensen. Sorensen down in the corner, drives the baseline. Reverse layup attempt. The shot is blocked by Andrew King. Got him with the arm. And Andrew King picks up his first personal. He will send Cal Sorensen to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Personal.
Sorensen wears his fluorescent orange. Hard to miss him.
Wherever he's at in the gym, you can find him for sure.
Sorensen's first free throws in and out, no good. I know he plays a tough running back position for these Blue Jays. He carries the ball a lot, and hard-nosed kid. Hard worker on the basketball floor as well. Second one is away, missed that opportunity as well. So it's still a 17-8 game, a 9-point advantage for Kenmare. As Zimmer comes into the front court for the Honkers, goes behind his back, stops, goes down low, threw it away. Should have taken the shot. Here comes Hetzel. Hetzel with it, gives it up to Smith. Smith into the paint, spin move, challenges Hellweg, and now we're going to have a shooting foul called against number 42, Peyton Hellweg with the body. His first personal foul. Here comes Laramie Smith with the free throw. That one is no good. Smith with 2 points on the night. Toes the stripe for the second of 2 free throws as the Stanley Blue Jays find themselves down by 9. Smith misses the second one. It's still a 17-8 game. Zimmer comes into the front court, almost got whistled for the travel, got rid of it to Andrew King, now gets it back from King. Here's Zimmer, backdoor to Livingston. Livingston triple team, but the ball goes off the fingertips of the Stanley Blue Jays. Nice ball movement by Kenmare, Seth.
Yeah, Kenmare's been doing a really good job of being patient, trying to wait for a double team, and then finding the open guy. That last time, Zimmer was almost too unselfish. He ended up passing it into the hands of the defender, though.
He's kind of the offense for the Kenmare Honkers. He and Tommy Ankenbauer, as Derek Hanlon goes to the paint, puts up the shot, come away empty. And here come the Blue Jays. Nice pass down low to Heaney. Reverse layup by Jackson Heaney is good for 2. And now we're going to have a foul called. Let's see what they're going to call here as the officials are getting together. That foul called against number 14, Andrew King. That's his second personal foul as Richard Seiner comes over to talk to Casey Kaiser a little bit. Casey's a little fired up right now as Jackson Heaney knocks it down for the conventional 3-point play.
Yeah, I think Casey thought they anticipated that call a little bit, but whatever it was, they got the free throw and they made it. So the ball don't lie, I guess.
17-11. The Honkers still with a 6-point lead as Livingston has the basketball, goes on top to Derek Hanlon. Now out to Andrew King. King gives it to, goes into the paint, puts it off the glass, doesn't get the roll. Being fought for as Hetzel comes down with the rebound, and it's going to be tied up, but the possession arrow will stay with the Stanley Blue Jays. Hunter Hanlon and Aaron Bartlett coming in for Jacob Livingston and Andrew King. King sits on the bench with 2 personal fouls.
Both teams moving a lot of guys in and out, understanding the value of depth throughout this 3-day tournament.
Right side, they go to Johnson. Johnson from the baseline. The shot's away, no good. Heaney with the rebound. Put back at the buzzer is good. Heaney with the offensive rebound. Puts it up as the buzzer sounds. And we'll take a timeout. Go back to the studio. We'll start our second half back after this timeout.
Country Fresh Foods in Powers Lake proudly supports KTGO High School Sports. Country Fresh Foods offers fresh cut meats, a fresh seasonal selection of produce, and everyday low prices on hundreds of items. Visit Country Fresh Foods' Facebook page to see additional savings on selected products. Country Fresh Foods is locally owned and open Monday through Saturday at 118 Main Street in Powers Lake. Country Fresh Foods, a proud sponsor of high school sports on KTGO, The Flag.
Jorgensen Lumber Minn Kota Windows, a proud sponsor of high school sports, wishes the best for the Ranchers in tonight's game. Jorgensen Lumber Minn Kota Windows. Since 1984, whether it's a house, pole barn, building, or roofs, look to all your building supplies at Jorgensen Lumber Minn Kota Windows. Visit them today at 103 First Avenue East in Powers Lake, or give them a call, 701-464-5504. Here's to tonight's game, and go Ranchers from Jorgensen Lumber Minn Kota Windows.
As we come back to the second quarter, here is the Kenmare Honkers leading by 4, 17-13. Now Hanlon with it. Hanlon goes, and now we're going to have an offensive foul, moving pick called against Hunter Hanlon, his second personal.
That's his second personal.
And the ball goes over to the Stanley Blue Jays, trailing by 4, 17-13 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. Here's Johnson, picked up there by Hunter Hanlon, out to Laramie Smith. Back door, they try to go to Heenick. Heenick gets his hands on it, puts it off the glass for two.
Heenick is having a big first half here. 3 different shots there in totally different spots in the game, but he's showing up big for the Blue Jays.
7 points now for the 6'2" sophomore from Stanley. Another strong young kid. Goes to Ankenbauer now for Kenmare. Double team, gets it out to Bartlett. Out to Hanlon. Derek with it. Now we're going to have a foul call against the Stanley Blue Jays. It's going to go against number 2, Cal Sorensen. First personal foul call against Sorensen.
Well, nothing to complain about from Sorensen there. He had a hold of his jersey, stretched a straight arm and everything. So
goes from a large to an extra large on the jersey, huh?
Yeah.
17-15, the Honkers up by 2. Honkers with the basketball as Zimmer looks for a pick, doesn't get it, now re-engages. Zimmer tries to go out on top to Hunter Hanlon, down to brother Derek. Derek with the basketball, guarded by Johnson. Derek gives it up to Jack Zimmer. Zimmer goes to the baseline, puts up the shot, soft touch, doesn't get it to fall. Chance for the Blue Jays to tie it up. Here's Hetzel. Puts it up from the paint, no good. Laramie Smith with the second effort. That one is blocked, or missed, and it's brought back into play by the Kenmare Honkers. Here's Kenmare. Going inside to Tommy Ankenbauer. Ankenbauer goes to the basket, no call. Here is Bartlett, and here is Hunter Hanlon putting up the shot. Bodies all over the place.
And the contact.
Oh my goodness, they're letting them play here tonight. And now we're going to have a blocking foul call against number 11, Derek Hanlon. Derek picks up his first personal foul.
That's his first personal in the game for the Blue Jays.
And a lot of intensity here tonight. Non-shooting foul. It's the 16th foul call against the Kenmare Honkers. So the next one by Kenmare puts the Blue Jays at the line. Johnson goes to Heenick. Heenick back out on top to Hetzel. Hetzel with the dribble drive, puts up the shot just outside the left elbow. And we're going to have a shooting foul call against number 4, Jack Zimmer. That's his first personal foul. And it will send Josh Hetzel to the free throw line, looking for his first point of the game. The 5'11" sophomore toes the stripe, puts down the first one. The lead is 1 for the Honkers at 17-16. As Hetzel toes the stripe for the second of 2, misses that one. And the ball is last touched off the hands of the Stanley Blue Jays. So it goes over to the Kenmare Honkers. Full court pressure by the Honkers as Bartlett gives it up to Ankenbauer in the back court. Guarded there by Heenick, almost lost it. Now Ankenbauer in the front court. Now here's Ankenbauer losing the handle on it, trips over his feet. Ball goes out of bounds. That's a turnover against Kenmare. 17-16. 5:40 remaining as Josh Hetzel comes into the front court. Gives it up to Tucker Gorder, right side to Barstead. Barstead with the basketball, goes on top to Jackson Heenick. Johnson now with it, gives it up to Gorder. Tucker over to Tristan. Tristan Johnson with the drive, puts it off the glass, no good. As Ankenbauer clears the boards, now we're going to have a foul called against the Stanley Blue Jays, number 1, Tristan Johnson. That's his first personal foul. It's the 13th foul called against the Blue Jays.
Andrew King.
Quick whistle on that one. Maybe the ref's trying to just calm everything down a little bit. And Kenmare's just kind of got the raw end of the deal on a few of these calls. Not that they were bad calls or anything, but
kind of sure feels that way by Casey Kaiser anyway. As the Honkers come into the front court, Zimmer goes to the free throw line with the soft touch. Zimmer knocks him down. He's got a shooter's touch, Seth.
Yeah, he does. He penetrates, gets into that 12 to 15 foot range and knocks that thing down.
Now here's the ball out of the bounds. Last touch by Tucker Gorder. That's a turnover. The first for the Stanley Blue Jays here, coming at the 4:56 mark of the second quarter. Ankenbauer goes into the backcourt, almost threw it away, but nice hands by Zimmer. And now we're going to have a foul call against Josh Hetzel. as Hetzel picks up his first personal foul. It's the fourth team foul called against the Stanley Blue Jays. And so with 4:52 to go, the Honkers leading by 3, 19-16. Honkers get it inbounded to Derek Hanlon. And now almost another foul, no call. Here's Derek Hanlon going inside to King. King loses the handle on it, and a shot is blocked by Tristan Barstead.
Great defensive play by Barstead there. Kept his feet until he went up for the shot.
Here's a blocked shot by Andrew King, and things getting a little chippy out here.
Well, we got some athletic bigs down there that can go up and play by the rim, and so no shot is safe.
4:33 remaining in the first half. The Blue Jays with the basketball. Heenick goes up, puts the shot up, no good, and he's going to be fouled. Heenick will go to the free throw line. That foul call against number 14, Andrew King. That's his third personal foul. Jackson Heenick will go to the free throw line to shoot two.
King just got back into the game from getting his second foul. Now he's going to have to visit the bench again for the rest of the half, I would guess.
Jackson Heenick with his Michael Jordan move where he throws up his hands like this, bounces it off the back of the backboard, got it to fall on the free throw line. He goes to the free throw line for the second and two, and that time he swishes it. Got them both. Cuts the lead down to 1 at 19-18. Here comes Zimmer, guarded by Sorensen, gets a screen from Hellweg. Zimmer picks up his dribble, goes cross court to Ankenbauer. Ankenbauer, top of the key, two is no good. And now here is a turnover by the Blue Jays, but then it's over and back against the Kenmare Honkers, and so it will go back over to the Stanley Blue Jays. The Blue Jays looking for the lead. They were down 17-13 at the end of the first quarter. Now trailed by 1, 19-18, looking for this lead. Here comes Hetzel, little scoop shot, no good. Sorensen with the putback, that one's no good as Livingston clears the boards for the Honkers. And now here's Hellweg, and he took too many steps. Great hustle by Peyton Hellweg, though, getting back behind the defense for Stanley.
Yeah, one dribble there, and then he can gather himself and get up an easy shot. A little excited, I think.
3:50 to go here in the half as Tristan Johnson goes to the baseline, picks up his dribble, gives it up over to Barstead. Down low they go to Sorensen. Sorensen, count the bucket and the harm. Cal Sorensen gives the lead by 1 to the Stanley Blue Jays. That foul called against Peyton Hellweg, number 42, his second personal. That's a 9th team foul called against the Honkers. And so Sorensen goes to the free throw line to try to dot the I in the conventional three-point play. And he can't do it as Livingston clears the board. Now here's Zimmer with it in the backcourt, double team, gives it up to Livingston. Out of his element, he gives it up to Ankenbauer. Ankenbauer is going to have a little ticky-tack foul call against Josh Hetzel. For all the contact that we've had, that was kind of a cheap one.
Yeah, we hope we can get this can kind of even out here and we can get consistent the rest of the way.
Jack Zimmer with the basketball, drives against Sorensen, stops, pulls up, good for two. Zimmer, deadly. The lead back to 1 for the Honkers, 21-20. Tristan Johnson with the drive from the free throw line, no good. Hellweg with the rebound, gives it up to Jack Zimmer. Missed opportunity there for the Blue Jays, and the Honkers come up, extend their lead here if they can knock it down. Right side to Ankenbauer. He's going to let it fly from 3, no good. Long rebound comes out to Tristan Johnson. Johnson in a hurry, challenges Zimmer, and now we're going to have a foul call against Zimmer as Tristan Johnson puts it down coast to coast. And the foul call against Jack Zimmer, that's his second personal. And Tristan Johnson will go to the free throw line to try to cap it off with the free throw. Blue Jays out on top, 22-21 as Barstead checks out of the game. Laramie Smith checks in for head coach Corey Anderson.
Zimmer's second foul, we got to keep an eye on that. Kenmare can't afford to not have him in the game running the show for him.
2-point lead, the biggest lead of the night for the Stanley Blue Jays at 23-21. Over to Ankenbauer. Ankenbauer goes inside to Livingston. Livingston backs down. Hetzel off his glass. Good for two. Wow, what a good move by the 6-foot sophomore, Jacob Livingston. Ties the game up at 23. Here's Smith left all alone. That shot's no good as Derek Hanlon goes high for the rebound.
Yeah, great move by Livingston that last play. Went hard left into the middle of the lane, then came back and finished with his left hand. Not a lot of young kids can do that.
That's a lot of time in the gym, I think. Here is Hanlon giving it up to Ankenbauer. Ankenbauer goes around Hennig inside to Livingston. Livingston with the left hand again. Good for two more.
Big shots for the sophomore.
Here is a offensive foul called against Josh Hetzel. That's his third personal foul as Toppy Ankenbauer with a big smile on his face comes off the deck with an offensive foul call against Josh Hetzel. 25-23 with exactly 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Josh Hetzel coming out of the game along with Tristan Barset as Drake Schlossler coming in for the Stanley Blue Jays, a 5'11" freshman. Replacing Tristan Johnson. Now here's Zimmer with it. Right side to Tommy Ankenbauer. Ankenbauer working Jack Hennig. Now picks up his dribble, goes over to Zimmer. Zimmer down along the baseline, double teamed as he picks up the ball. And it's going to be back into the hands of Ankenbauer. A lot of hands going on. Here's Ankenbauer putting the shot up right side. No good. Kind of a forced shot for the Kenmare Honkers. Not the shot they really wanted to get at that possession.
Yeah, good defensive possession by Stanley there. Challenge everything.
Here is a shot put up by Laramie Smith. No call. Thought there was a good bump there, but I guess that's why I'm the play-by-play guy, not the official. Here's Hanlon going inside to Hellweg. Hellweg loses it on his hip, then gets called for the travel. Turnover by the Kenmare Honkers.
I think if he doesn't lose it on his hip there, he probably gets a good shot up, but that just took a little bit longer.
Bartlett comes into the game, and Aaron Bartlett comes into the game for the Kenmare Honkers. Here comes Tristan Barstead. Barstead out to Cal Sorensen. Sorensen top of the key to Schlossler. Schlossler, a little running shot from the paint that falls away, no good. And now the rebound comes out to the Kenmare Honkers, and here's Jackson Hennig as Ankenbauer goes behind his back over to Zimmer. Zimmer pulls a trigger from three, no good. Bartlett gets his hands on it, can't control it. It's going to be last touched by the Kenmare Honkers. Greg Schlosser going to inbound the basketball with just under 40 seconds remaining. Gets it into Jackson Hennig. Now out to Cal Sorensen. The two guards for the Blue Jays kind of out of the game right now. And now here's the ball that's kicked into the front court, but the Stanley Blue Jays retain it. Now out to Jackson Hennig. Little helter-skelter right now. Laramie Smith goes cross-court to Barstead. Barstead with it out on top. 20 seconds on the game clock here in the first half. Out on top, here's Hennig. Over to Barstead. Barstead pulls the trigger. Tristan Barstead rings the bell from three-point line.
Huge possession for the Blue Jays to finish the half.
Here's Zimmer going down low, threw it away. Barstead intercepts it, and that'll end the first half of play. Your score at the end of 16 minutes. The Stanley Blue Jays 26. The Kenmare Honkers 25. We'll step out. Come back with our Native Energy Solutions halftime report after this 3-minute timeout.
Basin Oil Company of Tioga proudly supports high school athletics. Participation as an athlete stimulates physical health, mental wellness, valuable life skills, empathy, and more. The experience of working as a team toward common goals prepares you for life skills, such as developing a better understanding and appreciation for peers, teaching resilience not only in the game, but in the classroom and beyond. Basin Oil Company of Tioga, wishing the best to all area athletes this season and beyond.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Are you looking for a full-service hardware store that offers services such as screen repair, glass cutting, key cutting, and more? Then look no further than your local Ace Hardware stores. At Ace Hardware, it's all about being part of the neighborhood and supporting the people and activities that make our communities great. Tioga Ace Hardware and Stanley Ace Hardware, your local neighborhood hardware stores, proud sponsors of area high school sports.
The Bank of Tioga is proud to support our local youth in all sports. The Bank of Tioga believes that learning how to be a part of the team in high school creates great lessons that will be used throughout life. In fact, the team at the Bank of Tioga works together every day to create a positive impact on their clients and our communities. Wishing the best of luck to all area teams. The Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
Larson Vossen Insurance Agency in Crosby, a proud sponsor of Maroon Sports, brings you tonight's game, providing for you auto, home, farm and ranch, crop, hail, commercial, and life and health insurance. Farmers Union is simply different. You're completely covered with Larson Vossen Insurance, a proud sponsor of high school sports. Here's wishing the best in tonight's game.
Harnessing the energy and resources native to our planet. That's Native Energy Solutions, a family-oriented company that believes in safety first. They're an electrical and automation service company servicing many industries across the U.S., including oil and gas, manufacturing, food processing, and brewing. Native Energy Solutions is currently seeking individuals looking for opportunities in the electrical and automation fields. Learn more at ne-solutions.net.
When you need it, Horizon Resources convenience stores in Ray and Williston have it. Great deals on breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A huge selection of hot and cold beverages, candy and snacks, groceries, hardware, clothing, North Dakota apparel, FR apparel, and much more. By the way, Horizon Resources also has convenience stores in Wild Rose and Fairview and Malta, Montana.
Horizon Resources. Solutions for your success.
As we come back to our Native Energy Solutions halftime report, the Stanley Blue Jays with a 1-point lead after 2 quarters, 26-25. The Honkers were up by 4, 17-13. At the end of the first quarter, they were outscored 13-8. In the second quarter, they find themselves down by 1, 26-25. Blue Jays were 10 out of 27 from the field, 5 out of 10 from the free throw line. 1 3-pointer in the contest here in the first half. That's from Tristan Barstead. And only 2 turnovers in the first half, according to my unofficial books. For the Honkers, they were 11 out of 24 from the field, 0 out of 0 from the free throw line. They knocked down 3 3-pointers tonight in the first half. 2 of them, one each from Jack Zimmer, Derek Hanlon, and Tommy Ankenbauer. 8 turnovers in the first half for the Kenmare Honkers. Individual scoring goes this way with 6 points, or with 6 players scoring. Leading the way for the Stanley Blue Jays with 9 points is Jackson Heening. 5 points each for Tristan Johnson and Tristan Barstead. 4 points for Cal Sorensen, 2 points for Laramie Smith, and 1 point for Josh Hetzel, the leading scorer during the regular season for the Stanley Blue Jays. Hetzel with 3 personal fouls in the first half. 5 players got on the scorebook for the Honkers. Jack Zimmer with 9 points, 6 points for Jacob Livingston off the bench for head coach Casey Kaiser, 5 points for Tommy Ankenbauer, 3 points for Derek Hanlon, and 2 points for Peyton Helway, for a total of 25 first half points. Again, foul trouble for the Blue Jays. Josh Hetzel with 3 fouls, Andrew King with 3 fouls, Hunter Handlin, Jack Zimmer, and Peyton Helwig each with 2 personal fouls. Nobody else on either side of the scorebook has more than 1, besides those players. We'll send it back to the studio for some more words from some of our great sponsors, and when we come back, we'll continue on with our Native Energy Solutions halftime report.
Hey KTGO listeners, Steve Alstrom here, president of Flag Family Media, and I'd like to ask your help supporting our friend and general manager Jim Prather. Jim's been a great friend to this community, but is facing significant health challenges with congestive heart failure and pancreatic cancer. There's a benefit spaghetti supper Saturday, March 5th, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Tioga Community Center. If you can't make it, donations are being accepted at the Bank of Tioga. Just mention the Jim Prather Medical Benefit. Thank you for your support for Jim and his family. From all of us at KTGO.
Garble's Flooring and Blinds has been serving Northwest North Dakota's flooring and custom window covering needs for over 25 years. Their experts can help guide you through the process of selecting the right product for your home improvement needs. And Garble's can provide free estimates and professional installation of all your product selections. Invest in the comfort and value of your home. Call or visit Garble's Flooring and Blinds in Crosby today to get started with your project. Go Maroons!
Order your new vehicle now and get it just the way you want it at Red Rock Auto in Williston, Dickinson, and Watford City. Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Ram, we have them all. Order at any one of our Red Rock dealerships and get a $100 fuel gift card the day you place your order. No deposit required, and up to $1,000 in bonus rebates on select models for placing an order. So come on in, order your new 22 Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Ram. Red Rock Auto in Williston, Dickinson, and Watford City.
Offer excludes Super Duty and Bronco orders.
At Brad Johnson Insurance, your peace of mind is our purpose. Our coverage is backed by comprehensive insurance products and great customer service. In fact, serving you is our top priority. We believe business is based on trust, and you can trust us to serve you day after day. Contact Brad Johnson Insurance in Crosby at 965-4200 for all your insurance needs. Backing high school sports and tonight's game. Go Maroons from Brad Johnson Insurance.
Hardware Hank, a name you know and trust for prices and selection. In the middle of a project or about to start one and need some advice? Hardware Hank in Kenmare is ready, be it plumbing, electrical, or paint. The best selection and name brands with staff that know how to answer your questions. Hardware Hank in Kenmare at 107 First Avenue Northwest, or call in a question at 701-385-4891. You can always get the job done at Hardware Hank in Kenmare.
Your Aflac office in Stanley is helping so many of your friends and local businesses with coverages for critical illnesses, hospitalizations, dental, as well as life and short-term disability. It's time you saw the advantages of what your Aflac team in Stanley is doing for so many and could do for you, your business, and your employees too. Discover the Aflac advantage. Stop in or contact Ashley Murphy or Paige Gorick in the Aflac Stanley office today.
So as we come back to our Native Energy Solutions halftime report, I'm sitting here with Seth Wistoff, the head football coach and the head track coach for the Powers Lake Ranchers, head football coach for the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws, and I don't know, the way this game is being played, they look like you could find some football players on both sides of the...
Yeah, there's been a lot of guys flying all around, bodies flying around, balls being blocked from crazy spots. I'm looking forward to the second half.
26-25 as the both teams on the floor getting their final warm-ups in tack as Stanley Blue Jays already back out on the floor, and head coach Casey Kaiser is going to take a little bit of time before he sends his honkers out there, but officials again tonight, Sean Agee, Richard Sinar, and Drew Flogan, and the first possession of the second half will go to the Stanley Blue Jays. Had a score called in from District 15, and it was an upset as the number 5 seed Williston Trinity Christian Crusaders upset number 1. Let's see, what was the score there? The score was 64-57, so an upset in District 15 as the Crusaders take out the number 1 Partial Braves to advance to the championship game. First possession of the third quarter goes to the Stanley Blue Jays. Kristen Johnson out on top to Laramie Smith as both teams start with their original lineup, and now here's the ball thrown away by Stanley. Here's Zimmer in a hurry, blocked from behind, but it's Laramie Smith with the body, got him. And he let him know he got him. He hit him hard. As Zimmer's going to go to the free throw line to shoot too. And you get hit by Laramie Smith, you know he got hit. Zimmer puts up the free throw, comes off the front iron, no good. Zimmer with 9 points on the game so far. Can go into double digit, tie the game up if he can knock this free throw down. And he misses that one as well. It kind of jinxed him, I guess.
Uncharacteristic misses there by Zimmer.
He's probably got to compete for the free throw line with his 2 sisters that were in front of him. Kate and Megan, I believe her name was. They both played for their dad, head coach Mike Zimmer up in Kenmare the last year. And this year, Kate, of course, with a knee injury, unable to go to the state tournament, as Kristen Barstead knocks it down for 2.
You have heard a little coaching from Mike from behind us in the bleachers here.
Here's Tommy Yankenbauer, got away with carrying the ball, it seemed like, as Bartlett pulls up And puts up the shot, no good. And we're going to have a foul called from behind. It'll be Andrew King picking up his fourth personal foul with the push. And now off the bench comes Jacob Livingston right away as King goes to the bench. The 6'3" senior now with 4 fouls hits the bench.
Looks like they might be trying to take control back here. Called pretty tight this second half.
Here's Tristan Johnson high off the board, left side, puts it down for 2. And just like that now, the Blue Jays up by 5, 30-25. Kenmare needs an answer. Here's Ankenbauer. Ankenbauer lost the handle on it, then has the ball blocked by Laramie Smith, but it lands in the hands of Josh Hetzel. Josh Zimmer goes off the glass for 2. And just like that, Casey Kaiser wants a timeout, cuts the lead down to 3, 30-27. The Blue Jays with the lead, 6:40 remaining in the third. We'll take a full timeout, back in 60 seconds.
From the Williston Auto Studio, this is AM 1090 and FM 92.7 KTGO, Tioga, North Dakota. Get more for your trade at Williston Auto. Find new roads at Williston Auto.
St. Luke's Medical Center, a proud supporter of high school sports in Crosby, once again wants to back the Maroons in tonight's game. St. Luke's, with high-quality care and emergency resources, is your local regional, hospital-based community healthcare center, close to home. St. Luke's Medical Center supports the Maroons in their game tonight. Go Maroons! From St. Luke's Medical Center.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. And as your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we know our community isn't just important, it's everything. Which is why we're grateful for your trust to provide the energy you need every day. Because for us, there's nothing more important than giving you the power to power on.
Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Co-op.
Out of the timeout, Tristan Johnson gets a look straight away 3, no good. Ball's on the floor, and Bartlett somehow gets it into the hands of Jack Zimmer. Now here's Ankenbauer. Heavy defense put on by Jack Heenick. Now gives it up to Jack Zimmer. Zimmer goes inside to Ankenbauer. Now we're going to have a foul from behind. That's going to go against Jackson Heenick. That's his first personal foul on the reach. 30-27, the Blue Jays up by 3 with 6:06 remaining in the third. Jack Zimmer goes to Ankenbauer, puts up the shot, no good, and the ball's last touched out of bounds by Jack Zimmer and the Kenmare Honkers. Ball goes over to the Stanley Blue Jays.
They got the look that they wanted there with Ankenbauer with the baseline jumper. They're just a little hard on it.
Josh Hetzel back into the game. Playing with 3 personal fouls, got to be careful. Here's Tristan Johnson. For whatever reason, went through his legs at the top of the key. And Laramie Smith goes inside, has the ball thrown away. That's a poor pass by Laramie Smith. Turnover by the Blue Jays out on top to Ankenbauer. Ankenbauer with it, guarded there by Heenick. Bartlett with it, guarded by Smith, kicks it out to Livingston, now into the hands of Zimmer. Zimmer pulls the trigger from 3. Good. Jack Zimmer ties the game up at 30 apiece. 5:20 remaining. Here's Smith inside, tried to get it into the hands of Jack Heenick. Goes off of his hands and out of bounds. It's a turnover against the Blue Jays.
You know, they haven't had very many possessions. I think you had 2 turnovers for them in the whole first half.
Yeah.
And that wasn't characteristic of them at all. Right
They got 3 turnovers here in the third quarter. Here is Zimmer again. Step back 3. That one looks off the mark. Looked good. But the ball lands in the hands of Ankenbauer. Ankenbauer in trouble. Now goes off the foot of the Stanley Blue Jays. So it will be Cal Sorensen coming in for Laramie Smith. And the Kenmare Honkers will retain possession of the basketball. Now the ball knocked back out of play by Cal Sorensen. Good defender, that Cal. Here's Zimmer. Goes out to Ankenbauer. Ankenbauer, one dribble, tries to go inside to Bartlett, and then threw it away, and then Bartlett's going to get whistled for the foul. That foul called against Aaron Bartlett. Kind of said, who, me?
That was the same as Sorensen's hold in the first half there. No doubt. Just grab a hold of the jersey. And
Bartlett hits the bench with the foul, and Peyton Helwig, the freshman, comes in for the Honkers. Here's Heenick on the right side. Heenick goes on top to Tristan Johnson. Johnson threw his legs now again from the left elbow. Throws it away. Another turnover for the Stanley Blue Jays. They're fourth of the quarter. They only had 2 at the end of the first half. They got 6 now. Here's Jack Zimmer. Zimmer. Nice little move with the left hand off the glass left side for 2 more.
really nice crossover there. Brought his left leg back and made room for the crossover, then finished with that left too.
Pass down low to Barsted. Barsted's off the glass too hard with it, and Ankenbauer clears the boards for the Honkers. As the Honkers now trailing by 2 come into the front court. Barely beat the 10-second clock. They go right side to Ankenbauer. Ankenbauer with it goes out to Zimmer. Zimmer looking for a pick. Goes inside to Livingston. Livingston challenges Barsted, backs down, now throws it away. Ball's being fought for. It's on the ground. And there's Hanlon getting the ball back. Ankenbauer for 3. Good. Boy, after all that, Ankenbauer finished it off with the 3-pointer. And now we have a timeout on the floor before the push ball by Hetzel. And lucky for Hetzel, because he was going to get called for another foul, but I think his coach saved him from his 4th personal foul. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll send him back to the studio for a 30-second timeout.
We know you want selection, and we've got it. Shop with Red Rock Auto in Williston, Dickinson, and Watford City. Over 240 vehicles to choose from, and any vehicle available from any of our 3 stores. 40 vehicles under $25,000, 35 vehicles under 20,000 miles. Low interest rates, and get the extra peace of mind with our Red Rock Extra warranty. Red Rock Auto. Shop the largest inventory in western North Dakota. Red Rock Auto in Williston, Dickinson, and Watford City.
Out of the timeout. Stanley Blue Jays with the basketball. Here's Hetzel, wide open 3, top of the 3 key. Good. Hetzel puts it down for 3, his first field goal of the game.
I think it's his first open shot to the game too. They've been all over him. The game plan for him well.
35-33, the Honkers on top by 2 as they go inside to Livingston. Livingston kicks it back out to Zimmer. Zimmer drives to the baseline, a little stop, pop, good. Zimmer with 2 more. He's got 9 in the quarter, 18 in the game. Here comes Barsted out to Heaney. Heaney goes inside, tries to get it to Barsted, threw it away. Turnover by Stanley, and now the Honkers come into the front court. Here's Hetzel pulling up for 3, no good. Long rebound comes out to Livingston. Livingston tries to throw it, but the ball is last touched by the Stanley Blue Jays, and so it will stay with the Kenmare Honkers. That's the right call, I think. 37-33, 2:43 remaining. No objection from the Stanley coaches. At least that we could hear. Here's Jack Zimmer. Zimmer with it, picks up his dribble, goes over to Ankenbauer. Ankenbauer now looking for somebody, finds Derek Hanlon, Hunter Hanlon. Now down low they go to Helwig, back out to Hunter. Here's Zimmer with it. Zimmer with the basketball. Zimmer lets Barsted go by him, gives it to Livingston, and is going to be tied up. And the possession arrow will stay with the Kenmare Honkers. They've only got 4 seconds, however, to beat the shot clock. They're up by 4, 37-33, 2:15 to go here in the third quarter. Jack Zimmer going to trigger the inbounds pass. Here's Ankenbauer. Ankenbauer pulls up for 3, shots away, no good. And it doesn't hit the rim as the whistle stopped the clock. And it will be a shot clock violation as the Blue Jays now with the basketball coming into the front court, trailing by 4. Barsted with it. Out on top to Sorensen. Sorensen challenges Livingston. Now out to Hetzel. Guarded there by Hunter Hanlon. Hanlon going to know what flavor gum he's chewing by the end of the night. Here is Johnson giving it up to Barstead. Barstead shot from 3, missed everything. And the Honkers come into the front court. Here comes Kenmare, kicking it out. They kicked it out too far as they threw it into the bleachers. It's a turnover by the Honkers. Their 10th of the game as Bartlett coming back in for Hunter Hanlon. Tommy Ankenbauer coming out of the game as Derek Hanlon comes back in. And Laramie Smith checks in for Tristan Barstead for the Blue Jays. Here's Jackson Heaney. Heaney looking inside, goes on top to Sorensen. Sorensen kicks it out to Heaney. 4-3, no good. Ball's picked up there by Johnson. Johnson gives it to Hetzel. Quick trigger for 3. That's off the back iron, no good.
I think he maybe rushed that one just a little bit. Just excited to have a little bit of space to get one off.
He says, I'm wide open, I'm going to take it. Here's Zimmer. Zimmer from the free throw line, doesn't get it to fall. Foul call against number 2, Cal Sorensen. And it's a non-shooting foul as Tristan Barstead checks back in. He'll replace Josh Hetzel with under a minute and 7 seconds to go. That's a good substitution by head coach Corey Anderson. They don't want him to pick up a cheap foul with his 4th foul. He's got 3 right now. Here's Hanlon pulling the trigger from 2. That's no good, but follows the shot, picks up the rebound. Over to Zimmer. Zimmer goes to the wing, puts up the shot. That one's no good. Helwig fighting for the rebound. And this time the Blue Jays control the possession arrow. Tucker Gorder checking in for Jack Heaney. Jack Heaney has a seat on the bench next to head coach Corey Anderson as Tristan Johnson with it. They're going to make Gorder bring the ball into the front court, which he does, crosses the midcourt stripe. 45 seconds remaining in the quarter. Tristan Johnson goes out to Smith. Smith at the top of the key, almost threw it away, but was able to keep it. Barstead now with it, goes over to Gorder. Gorder with it, 13 on the shot clock. Here comes Johnson. Johnson pulls the trigger, that's no good. Bartlett there with the rebound. Now out to Jacob Livingston. Shot clock is off, 18 seconds remaining. Here in the third quarter, Derek Hanlon picked up there by Johnson. Derek goes in, puts up the wild shot, and the Stanley Blue Jays bail him out. Lee Halverson will call that the dipsy doodle, but he didn't doodle on the dipsy, that's for sure. And it'll be Derek Hanlon going to the free throw line to shoot 2, if you call that a shot. Derek Hanlon toes the stripe, puts up the front end, and rolls out no good. That last foul called against number 24, Laramie Smith. They say that's his first personal foul. It's Derek Hanlon with 8.3 seconds to go, puts up the second of 2, misses that one as well. Now, here's almost a steal by the Kenmare Honkers. Here's Barstead. Barstead 4-3 at the buzzer, no good. And your score at the end of the third quarter. It is the Kenmare Honkers 37, the Stanley Blue Jays 33. Stick with us. We'll come back with our fourth quarter after this 1-minute timeout.
One way to potentially maximize tax benefits of an IRA is to contribute as much as possible, up to the maximum allowed each year. There are no age restrictions. You or your spouse just need earned income. You have until April 15th to contribute to your IRA. At Thrivent, they're here to help you bring clarity to your retirement strategy. Contact your local Thrivent financial professional today to help determine what's right for you. For the Stanley office, call 701-628-2394.
Are you ready for spring? Here at Border Plains Equipment, we have everything you need to get ready for the new planting season. If you still need to get your equipment in for winter service, don't wait. Call us today. We have everything from new and used equipment and all the parts you need to fix any issues. Stop by Border Plains Equipment in Stanley today for all your current and future needs. Located at 8141 Highway 2 in Stanley.
Big quarter for Jack Zimmer. Scored 9 points for the Kenmare Honkers. And it's a 4-point lead for the Kenmare Honkers as Tristan Johnson bowled over Derek Hanlon.
Tristan Johnson.
That is his second personal foul. It's the 5th team foul called against the Stanley Blue Jays. It's just underway here in the 4th quarter. 4-point lead for the Honkers. And now it's going to be Zimmer going back, over and back. So that is a turnover against Jack Zimmer. So the ball is going to go over to the Stanley Blue Jays.
Tough call there, just made a move at half court. He did, though. He had all three across and one, that left foot step back on the other side.
Tucker Gorder goes out to Laramie Smith. Smith looking for somebody, finds Sorensen. Sorensen on the right wing, goes to the basket, puts the shot up, no good. Zimmer clears the boards for the Kenmare Honkers.
Great take there by Sorensen. You just got to finish that one.
Jack Zimmer gives it up to Bartlett, now over to Hanlon. Hanlon saves it from going out of bounds. They back down Jacob Livingston with the left hand. Livingston puts it down for 2 more. I wonder if he's had some lessons from Brenna Strokeland down there.
He must have. I don't know if is he your left-handed?
I don't think
he finishes well with his left.
He does. Brenna Strokeland's kind of ambidextrous in my mind, but I think she's given him a few lessons. Here's the pass down low to Gorder, and then Gorder throws it out of bounds. A turnover for the Blue Jays. 39-33 with exactly 7 minutes to go as Barstead and Heaney check in for Blue Jays. Laramie Smith and Tucker Gorder check out of the game for head coach Corey Anderson. And the Honkers have the basketball, leading by 6, 39-33 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. Jack Zimmer comes into the front court, this time crosses it without going over and back. Ankenbauer gives it back out to Zimmer. Zimmer, how's that not a double dribble?
I'm not sure.
And now here is a jump ball as Jack Heaney and Jacob Livingston fighting for the ball. Jack Zimmer brings Jacob Livingston over his back, and Sumo does it or something. I don't know.
That was just a suplex there with the
suplex,
ball. They
that's enough.
both had it tied up there. I don't know if I've ever seen that in a game.
My goodness. A couple of strong kids as Barstead goes to the bucket. Zimmer with the rebound, put up by Johnson, and now we're going to have a foul. The foul's called against number 22, Tommy Ankenbauer. That's his first personal. It's a 3rd team foul. Tristan Johnson goes to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Livingston's got a good sense of humor about it, though. He was wide-eyed a little bit.
These coaches are going to blow a gasket here pretty soon. First one up by Tristan Johnson is good. Cuts the lead down to 5 at 39-34. 6:29 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 5-point lead for the Honkers. Second one by Johnson's good, too. Johnson now with 9 points. The lead is 4 for the Honkers over the Stanley Blue Jays here in our second semifinal game here on KTGO Sports. Zimmer goes over to Hanlon. Step back 3, missed everything. Barstead clears the boards for the Blue Jays. Up front, here's Hetzel. Hetzel in a hurry. Loses the handle on it, goes out of bounds, and it's another turnover for Stanley.
Kind of a force there that didn't really need to, didn't have numbers, didn't have anything going, and just pushed it into pressure.
Kind of got ahead of himself a little bit and turned the ball over to the Honkers again. The Honkers still with a 4-point lead. Here's Hanlon in the backcourt, then Hanlon's going to kick it out of bounds.
Not the guy they want bringing the ball down the court against pressure.
You got to get your point guard Jack Zimmer out there to take care of that basketball at this point in the game. Hunter's got a responsibility of holding down Josh Hetzel. Here is Hetzel with the basketball. Hetzel, one dribble, picks it up, now goes over to Sorensen. Sorensen back out to Hetzel. Hetzel with it, pulls up, shots away, good.
Nice shot. Tough shot.
Josh Hetzel now with 6 points on the night. And it's down to a 2-point lead for the Kenmare Honkers. Here is Kenmare's Jack Zimmer going over to Hunter Hanlon. Hanlon with it. Cross court over to Tommy Ankenbauer. Ankenbauer almost lost it. Good hands, keeps it in play. Down low to Hellwig. Hellwig puts up the shot too hard. Rebound picked up there by King. And then King is going to put it up. That one's no good, and it's going to be Tristan Johnson coming down with the rebound.
Nice strong rebound in traffic there by Johnson.
Here's Sorensen left all alone from the baseline, reverse layup, and we're all tied up at 39 apiece. Nobody picked up Cal Sorensen. He saw it, and he goes for the reverse layup, ties the game up at 39. Zimmer, step back three, puts up the shot. That's no good. Rebound by Helwig, puts it on the floor, off the glass. That's no good. Now we're going to have a foul called against the Kenmare Hawkers, and Andrew King's night is done. He just picked up his 5th personal foul at the 4:47 mark. He'll leave the game with no points in the scorebook, but he played hard for head coach Casey Kaiser, I should say, and it will be Stanley basketball looking for the lead. We're all tied up at 39 apiece. Johnson comes into the front court, goes left side to Sorensen. Back out to Sorensen, pulls the trigger from three, no good. Barson with the rebound, shot blocked by Ankenbauer. Here is Zimmer putting up the shot. That one's no good as a rebound comes away to the Stanley Blue Jays. Here's Hetzel in a hurry. Now kicks it down low to Sorensen, threw it away. And it's going to be a turnover by the Blue Jays. Their 3rd of the quarter, 10th of the game. Derek Hanlon gives it up to Jack Zimmer.
Got to think Kaiser wants every play to go through either Zimmer or Ankenbauer here in this last 4 minutes.
Boy, you'd think so with 4 minutes to go. And now here is the pass stolen by Barstead. 2-on-1. Shovel pass over to Sorensen. Sorensen with the bucket. And the foul called against the Kenmare Hawkers. It's going to go against number 22, Tommy Ankenbauer, his 2nd personal foul.
Really nice play there by Barstead running the break. Waited till the defense committed to him, then dumped it off to Sorensen for a good finish.
He wouldn't have done that. He'd have probably slammed it. Cal Sorensen missed opportunity, but there's Barstead again for the rebound. But then he lands out of bounds, so the ball goes over to the Kenmare Hawkers.
Good hustle there by Barstead to get in and get on that.
He's playing his heart out right now. 6'4" sophomore. Long.
Yeah, Stanley's got a lot of length. They have the advantage in the length department on every team in the district for sure.
Here is a steal by Jacob Giedig. He lands out of bounds before he can get it back into play, but great hustle by Jackson Giedig. And with that, we have a timeout on the floor. 3:38 remaining. The Blue Jays up by 2, 41-39. It is it's a full timeout. We'll be back after the 60-second timeout.
Howland Insurance Services of Crosby reminds you that the crop insurance deadline is March 15th. Howland Insurance Services is an independent agency going to work for you, the client, giving you the advantage in farm and ranch, crop, home, auto, life, and health insurance. We are licensed in North Dakota and Montana. Call Amber today at 701-965-4066 or stop by at 11 First Avenue Northeast in Crosby. Howland Insurance at gmail.com.
For all your welding and steel sales needs, rely on Sheldon Welding and Construction of Tioga. No matter what kind of welding project you need to have done, Sheldon Welding is your local family-owned, customer-focused welding, steel, and construction company, offering in-house and portable welding, rebuilt fire tubes, steel for fabrication, metal shearing, press brake work, sheet rolling work, plasma table and vertical saw, and much more. Good luck to all area high school teams from the Sheldon Welding team: Roger, Ron, John, Andrew, Garrett, and Greta.
In the bathroom, getting higher than the Empire State.
Out of the timeout. Kenmare with the basketball, trailing by 2, 3:38 remain in the 4th quarter. Ankenbauer puts it into Zimmer. Zimmer goes to the paint, puts it up, shots away, good.
Nice play by Kenmare, good setup, good design. They got to Zimmer on the block right where they wanted him to have it.
41-41 as Johnson goes to the baseline, kicks it out to Hetzel, goes through his fingers and out of bounds. That's a turnover against the Blue Jays, their 4th of the quarter, 11th of the game.
Stanley getting into some spots where they're not used to having the ball and just making some kind of silly turnovers, not really useful at all.
Now they're double teaming Derek Hanlon. Handle himself real well. Nice feed to Tommy Ankenbauer. Jacob Livingston finds Ankenbauer for the 2-point field goal.
Man, Livingston is having a heck of a game tonight. That was a great pass. Good
Now
find.
here's a bump. Another foul called against Kenmare. It's going to go against number 15, Aaron Bartlett. That's his 2nd personal. That is the 16th foul called against the Honkers. Next one puts the Blue Jays at the free throw line. 3:07 remaining. They inbound the basketball to Sorensen. Blue Jays with it. Henick at the top of the key goes left side to Sorensen. Left all alone. Pulls the trigger from three. Ankenbauer there for the rebound as he missed the three-point field goal. Jack Zimmer comes into the front court leading by 2. Behind his back. Goes left side to Derek Hanlon. Inside they go to the Stanley inside to Livingston, but then the Blue Jays with the travel call. And
I think they're going to go with the push here.
Oh, they are. That foul's called against number 50, Jacob Livingston. That's his first personal foul. And
I think you pretty much have to make that when you dive into his legs and it tips him over. It's tough to call a travel on that.
Well, I know that the officials over in the Stanley fan club were letting them know what it was. As Tristan Barson will go to the free throw line and shoot a bonus. Travis's shot no good, but there is Jack Henick with the rebound. Blue Jays down by 2, 43-41. Sorensen out on top to Johnson. Johnson with the dribble, fakes left, goes right. Reverse layup is good.
Wow, that's the nicest play we've seen all night.
That's ESPN material. With that, there's a timeout on the floor. It's a short timeout. We'll send it back to the studio. Take it away, Michael.
Tioga Medical Center is a full-service sports medicine resource for athletes of all ages. They offer routine school sports physicals and preconditioning medical assessments. Their physical specialist doctors include sports medicine and orthopedic surgery. A certified exercise specialist offers guided exercise training and conditioning-specific programs. TMC's renowned physical therapy department offers free sports medicine assessments, treats all sports medicine-related conditions, and boasts a certified athletic trainer. Tioga Medical Center. Exceptional service, quality, and choice for your comprehensive healthcare needs.
As we come back, we want to thank some of our Stanley boosters, including BBH Insurance, Montrell Williams Electric Cooperative, Optometry Clinic PC, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, the Brandy Larson Agency, Pinnacle Travel Plazas and Pinnacle Express, Gooseneck Implement, Prairie Ford and Stanley, RTC Networks, and Tractor Supply Company of Stanley, North Dakota, all proud Blue Jay sponsors of Blue Jay Athletics here on KTGO Sports. We are going to go to the free throw line, and I believe it's going to be, no, they're not going to go to the free throw line. It'll be out of bounds to the Kenmare Hunkers. And what's happening here? I think Jack Henick may have to come out with a bloody leg or something like that, as they're going to put a wrap around his left knee. So here comes Ankenbauer. Gets it into Derek Hanlon. Hanlon now in the backcourt against Tristan Johnson. Comes into the front court. Hanlon looks for Ankenbauer, finds him. Ankenbauer goes out to Bartlett. Bartlett gives it up to Derek Hanlon. He's trapped in the corner, gets out of trouble. Hanlon with it, with the dribble. Now he's looking for some help. Finds Jack Zimmer. Zimmer puts up the shot, blocked there. Ball's on the floor, and it's the Blue Jays picking up the basketball. Hetzel goes in for the uncontested layup.
Oh, great possession by Stanley out of the timeout, and get the stop and the layup on the other end.
45-43, both coaches standing, directing traffic. Here's Tommy Ankenbauer, quick three, no good. Bartlett with the rebound for the Hawkers, out to Zimmer. Zimmer pulls the trigger from three, that one's no good. Zimmer's going to try to run it down, but it's going to be last touched by the Stanley Blue Jays. It will stay with Kenmare. Jack Henick checking back in for Laramie Smith.
Barstead thought that one was off of Zimmer. Yeah, he was sure. He was clapping going the other way.
I think he had a valid argument. Here is Ankenbauer getting it out to Zimmer. Zimmer guarded by Sorensen. Zimmer picks up his dribble, double team there. And now he's inside to Livingston. Livingston turnaround shot blocked out of bounds by Tristan Barstead. And Casey Kaiser chirping at the officials again. 1:09 to go, a 2-point lead for the Stanley Blue Jays, but the Hawkers have the basketball. Hawkers with it, they get it out to Bartlett. Bartlett left all alone. Too strong from 6 feet out. Needed to be 8 feet out. He probably would have made it. 45-43, under a minute to play here. The Blue Jays with the lead by 2. Blue Jays the number 2 seed. The Kenmare Hawkers the number 3 seed. Fighting to find a spot in the championship game against the Stanley Blue Jays. Or against the Powers Lake Ranchers, excuse me. Here is Tommy Ankenbauer pulling trigger for 3. No good. Ankenbauer with the rebound. But the foul is called before the shot is away. So that foul is called against Tristan Johnson, his third. And it will be Kenmare's basketball with 36 seconds remaining. Jack Zimmer will trigger the inbounds pass. Fresh 35 goes on the shot clock. There's a .9 differential between the shot and the game clock. Out to Zimmer. Zimmer with it, guarded by Sorensen. Zimmer goes to the paint, kicks it out to Livingston, down low to Hellweg. Threw it away as Johnson intercepts it. Now here's Johnson with it. And now we're going to have a foul in the backcourt. It's going to go against Tommy Ankenbauer. That foul's called against number 11, Derek Hanlon. It's his second personal foul. Tristan Johnson will go to the free throw line for the bonus. Still a one-possession game. He's got to make this one, make it a 3-point game, but that'll still be a one-possession game. Free throw is up and no good as...
Oh, man, big mistake there.
We have a lane violation against the Stanley Blue Jays. And so with a 45-43 lead, here's Ankenbauer in a hurry. Ankenbauer comes into the front court, goes to Hanlon. Hanlon gives it up to Zimmer. Now we have a timeout on the floor with 12.4 seconds to go. We're going to send it back to the studio for a 30-second timeout.
In the middle of projects and need some advice or materials? Farmers Union Lumber in Stanley has your advice and your paint, hardware, lumber, and door and window needs too. It's Stanley's one-stop shop for do-it-yourselfers or for your business. Join your neighbors who are working on things in the home, farm, business, or retail buildings. Farmers Union Lumber has what you need at 17 First Avenue Southwest in Stanley. Give them a call at 701-628-2525 today.
As we come back out of this timeout, these segments are brought to you by Williston Auto Sports Desk. Williston Auto, the sponsor of our sports desk. Tioga Medical Center, our scoreboard sponsor. The Bank of Tioga sponsoring our coaches' interviews. Red Rock Auto, our starting lineup sponsor. Our halftime sponsor is Native Energy Solutions. And our post-game report sponsored by Sheldon Welding Construction and Basin Oil Company. And our Walla Trucking and Oil Field Services, they sponsor the player of the game. It's going to be hard to pick that player of the game after this one's all said and done. So Ankenbauer is going to trigger the inbounds pass. Normally Zimmer does that duty, but Zimmer goes into the back court. Here we go. Zimmer pulls up, throws it away. Good defense by the Blue Jays, and now there's a foul called against Jack Zimmer. That was a big turnover against the Honkers as the Blue Jays put good defense on it. And they're going to send the Blue Jays to the free throw line to shoot a bonus. Tristan Johnson with it this time as Corey Anderson tells Tristan Barstead to step back a couple inches from the free throw line. Doesn't want that to happen again as Johnson goes to the free throw line to shoot a bonus. Johnson's free throw is up, no good. But there is Jack Zimmer getting the offensive rebound back out to Josh Hexel. And what's going to happen here? They say the game is over. That's it. That was a turnover by the Kenmare Honkers and the Blue Jays with a 45-43 victory over the Kenmare Honkers. They punched their ticket to the championship game against the Powers Lake Rangers on Monday night. Wow, what a game. Let's step out for 3 minutes. We'll come back with our Sheldon Welding Construction Base and Oil Company post-game report after this 3-minute timeout.
Jacobs Hardware Hank at 12 Main Street South in Crosby has everything you'll need to get the job done at work, at home, or on the farm. Jacobs Hardware Hank Crosby has a large selection of electrical, plumbing, paint, appliances, pet items, and toys. Shop and save on so many items you need to get it done and for less. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 5:30 and Sunday, 12 to 3. Jacobs Hardware Hank, right there at 12 Main Street in Crosby, ready to serve you today. Monday through Saturday, 8 to 5:30 and Sunday, 12 to 3.
Walla Trucking and Oilfield Services, leaders in oilfield trucking and hotshot oil services, proudly supports KTGO High School sports. No job, field, or well is too small or large for Walla. Wishing the best of luck to all area teams, Walla Trucking and Oilfield Services, with strategic locations in Tioga, Ray, Williston, and Watford City. Online at wallaoilfield.com. WOLLA oilfield.com.
When you need it, Horizon Resources convenience stores in Ray and Williston have it. Great deals on breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A huge selection of hot and cold beverages, candy and snacks, groceries, hardware, clothing, North Dakota apparel, FR apparel, and much more. By the way, Horizon Resources also has convenience stores in Wild Rose and Fairview and Malta, Montana.
Horizon Resources. Solutions for your success. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Are you looking for a full-service hardware store that offers services such as screen repair, glass cutting, key cutting, and more? Then look no further than your local Ace Hardware stores. At Ace Hardware, it's all about being part of the neighborhood and supporting the people and activities that make our communities great. Tioga Ace Hardware and Stanley Ace Hardware, your local neighborhood hardware stores, proud sponsors of area high school sports.
The Bank of Tioga is proud to support our local youth in all sports. The Bank of Tioga believes that learning how to be a part of the team in high school creates great lessons that will be used throughout life. In fact, the team at the Bank of Tioga works together every day to create a positive impact on their clients and our communities. Wishing the best of luck to all area teams. The Bank of Tioga, member FDIC. North Country Mercantile and Equipment in Kenmare is your go-to short-line equipment dealer, providing farm equipment, lawn and garden equipment parts, tack, farm supplies, fencing materials, animal health, and feed. Did we miss something? Whatever you need, North Country Mercantile and Equipment is ready for you. Check them online at northcountrymerc.com or give them a call at 701-838-0081.
As we come back to the Sheldon Welding Construction post-game report, also our Basin Oil Company post-game report. Wow, what a couple of games that we've had here. Our last game, the Stanley Blue Jays with a 2-point victory, 45-43 over the Kenmare Honkers. The Stanley Blue Jays record improves to 16-5 on the season. The Kenmare Honkers will fall to 9-12 on the season, as the Stanley Blue Jays have a date with the Powers Lake Ranchers on Monday night for our District 16 championship game. Stanley Blue Jays were 18 out of 46 from the field, 7 out of 15 from the free throw line. They had 2 3-pointers in the contest tonight, committing 11 turnovers. Kenmare with a 19 out of 48 performance from the field tonight. Weren't able to score any points from the free throw line. They were 0 for 4. 5 3-pointers in the contest, 17 turnovers in the game for the Kenmare Honkers. Scoring goes this way for the Blue Jays. 11 points from Tristan Johnson. Pretty balanced scoring, really. 11 out of Tristan Johnson, 9 points for Jackson Henig, 8 points each for Cal Sorensen and Josh Hetzel, 7 points for Tristan Barsted, and 2 points for Laramie Smith, for a total of 45 team points. For the Kenmare Honkers, leading the way with 20 points with Jack Zimmer. 10 points knocked down by Tommy Ankenbauer, 8 points for Jacob Livingston, 3 points for Derek Hanlon, and 2 points for Peyton Helweg, for a total of 43 points. The Honkers come up 2 points short. When we come back after this timeout, we'll name our Walla Trucking and Oilfield Services player of the game after this 2-minute timeout.
Your Aflac office in Stanley is helping so many of your friends and local businesses with coverages for critical illnesses, hospitalizations, dental, as well as life and short-term disability. It's time you saw the advantages of what your Aflac team in Stanley is doing for so many and could do for you, your business, and your employees too. Discover the Aflac advantage. Stop in or contact Ashley Murphy or Paige Gorick in the Aflac Stanley office today.
Listen to my story about a man named Red. Thought cars cost so much he couldn't get it in his head. Then one day Red's truck wouldn't run. He drug that piece of straight down to Williston. Otto, that is. Tax time is car time. Red had a check from old Uncle Sam, and trades are worth more in Williston, hot damn. They made the whole thing a lot more fun. Now he only buys trucks from Williston. Otto, that is, where Price sells cars. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Harnessing the energy and resources native to our planet. That's Native Energy Solutions, a family-oriented company that believes in safety first. They're an electrical and automation service company servicing many industries across the U.S., including oil and gas, manufacturing, food processing, and brewing. Native Energy Solutions is currently seeking individuals looking for opportunities in the electrical and automation fields. Learn more at ne-solutions.net.
Your vision is nothing to fool with. That's why the Optometry Clinic has 2 locations in Stanley and Kenmare. Dr. Tisha Gustafson, a Stanley native, provides eye exams to all ages from a child's first exam to managing ocular diseases or macular degeneration. Both offices are accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment today, 701-385-4004. All in favor, say aye. The ayes have it. At the Optometry Clinic in Stanley and Kenmare.
Forging your own path always takes courage. The courage to close on a first home or to open a new business. Maybe it's going back to get your degree or staying right where you are and raising a family. Every path takes courage, and Bravera is here to guide you with banking, wealth management, and insurance. So wherever your courage leads you, Bravera's by your side every step of the way. Bravera, forge your path. Bravera Bank is an equal housing lender.
Gooseneck Implement is looking for employees and new students that are interested in earning money while gaining an Associate of Applied Science Agriculture Equipment Technology degree. This John Deere AgTech program provides you with a hands-on education. Online classes will take place in the evenings and on weekends while you apply what you've learned during the work week. Pave your way to a bright future as a service technician in a John Deere dealership. Visit gooseneckimp.com/virtualjdtech for more information.
As we come back to our Sheldon Welding and Construction Basin Oil Company postgame show, it's time now to name our Walla Trucking and Oilfield Services player of the game. And, you know, as hard as it is, 20 points out of Jack Zimmer in a losing effort. Had a great game for Kenmare. But I'm going to give the Walla Trucking and Oilfield Services player of the game to Tristan Johnson, who finished the game with 11 points tonight. And he had 4 points in the fourth quarter, but more importantly than the points, he had a lot of good defensive plays and made some steals and got the ball back into the hands of the Stanley Blue Jays when they needed it. And congratulations to Tristan Johnson. You're named our Walla Trucking and Oilfield Services player of the game. And as we recap Day 2's events of this District 16 tournament, it was the Ray Jays coming from behind to beat the Titans from Bowbellsburg Central by a final score of 55-49, as the Titans' last game as a co-op, I believe, tonight, and they dropped that final game by a score of 55-49 to end their season. The Ray Jays will move into the region qualifying game against the Divide County Maroons, who held the lead against the Powers Lake Ranchers for all but 1.7 seconds in the game tonight, Seth. And with 1.7 seconds to go, Luke Fraunfelter hit a jumper just inside the three-point line, put him up by 2, and that was the name of the game. You know, the Ranchers hung around, and at the end of the game, they were able to come away with the 2-point victory, Seth.
Yeah, talking to Jordan Carlson after the game, he said didn't go how they drew it up in the timeout at all, but when guys open and he makes a shot, then you don't complain about that.
So that, and then our next game was the second semifinal game. If the first semifinal game wasn't enough, I think the fans got their money's worth tonight as they paid the price as the 2-point win by the Powers Lake Ranchers, 49-47, and then to top that off, we had a 2-point win by the Stanley Blue Jays, 45-43, and kind of the similar things as Kenmare led most of the game, and they had a great game plan that they designed, just come up a little bit short. Seth?
Yeah, no, I think the one thing that stuck out to me when you're reading through the stats is that Kenmare didn't make a single free throw tonight. They only got to the line 4 times and missed all 4 of them in a 2-point game. That's huge. And you know, once they got Stanley close to the bonus, they didn't take advantage of that. You know, they took a lot of contested shots, but weren't really attacking the hoop maybe as well as they could have at the end.
So as we set up Monday's action, which will be the final day of our District 16 coverage, our first game will start at 4:30 with a regional qualifier game against, it'll be the Divide County Maroons taking on the Ray Jays. We'll go on the air at 4 o'clock with our pregame show. We'll follow that up with another regional qualifying game, and that'll be against the Kenmare Honkers versus the Tioga Pirates. And then our championship game as the Powers Lake Ranchers try to defend their District 16 title against the Stanley Blue Jays. That's sure to be a very good contest. And, you know, back when they played up in Powers Lake, North Dakota, the Stanley Blue Jays, well, it was a tight game. I guess I don't have the score off the top of my head right now, but I know it was a very tight game between these two teams, and Stanley and Powers Lake, and both Powers Lake and Stanley knew that they were in a game tonight, Seth. They had their work cut out for them to get to that championship game.
Yeah, 3-point game last time those two teams played, and you know, both of them you know, have the record to show that they're the 1 and the 2 seed, and I think you just kind of saw that tonight when it came time, crunch time at the end. They knew how to finish the game and finish with a win, and you know, Kenmare and Divide County, they just come up short in a lot of close games this year, and I think that was just kind of the tale of today too.
Well, tomorrow's the day of rest, and we're going to take one. My voice needs it, that's for sure. And I want to thank you, Seth, for stepping away from your family a little bit and putting on the headset to help me out. I appreciate your insight, and I know that you have a little bit of athletics in your career as you spent some time over at Glenburn, graduated from Glenburn as a Panther, and then headed down to UND to play some tight end for the Fighting Sioux at that time. But, you know, he had a great college career. Now coming back to Powers Lake, North Dakota, the principal up there in Powers Lake, North Dakota, and I surely appreciated your efforts tonight. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So with that, we're going to send it back to the studio as we conclude our broadcast tonight. Once again, your final score from our 2 semifinal games. It was the Powers Lake Ranchers defeating the Divide County Maroons 49-47. The Stanley Blue Jays defeating the Kenmare Honkers 45-43. On behalf of all of our studio operators tonight, including Spencer, Matt, and Michael back at the studio, also a little bit of help from Dustin tonight. I appreciate all your efforts. I want to thank Seth Wistoff on the headset with me tonight. My name's Randy Peterson. Thank you, everybody, for all listening in. Come back with us on Monday night for our championship night. Back in on Monday. Good night, everybody. Travel safe.